And good morning to everybody on a Wednesday for a morning coffee with Marcaida. So do you guys use plans? What's the plan, man? Do you have a plan for everything that you do? And how important is it to have a plan of instruction? Well, let's see how important it is. Let's try a little test today. Everybody wants to learn, I'll take, for example, the martial arts that I teach, Marcaida Kali. Now, when you see all the motions that we do with the knife and the work and everything else, it's like, wow, that's complicated, or it seems to be complex. It's complex if you don't understand what's going on. But here's a simple thing based on a plan of instruction. I like to use the clock system because the clock system seems to be something that's very universal. You have a clock in front of you and you have a clock on the ground. So based on movements, you follow that clock. Now, I'm going to use this as an example that if you have a plan, what it does. So let's say I have it here and you see the angles of attack that I'm constantly doing, right? So let's say I slice this way. I'm looking at the clock in a system, and based on the reverse thing here, I'll say this is from 1 o'clock all the way down here to, so basically you follow here from that. If you go 1, you go 11, you go 3, and as I'm doing this reverse, I'm getting confused. So reverse is for me, so just keep it simple. I haven't had my coffee yet. So I'm just going to go by the clock system according to what I see. So I see 1 through 7, 11 through 5, 3 to 9, 9 to 3. Try that on your own right now. You see a clock in front of you and you go 1 to 7, 11 through 5, 3 to 9, or 9 to 3. Or if I go from down here, 5 to 11, or down here, 7 to 1. Practice that. Now, if I just told you to move on your own, it's like, well, I don't really know what to do. What exactly? But if I give you a plan, the clock system to follow, you can follow. Now, can I just go like this is 1 o'clock, 11? No. Because the plan has to be from 1 to 7. 1, there's a beginning, there's a during, and there's the after. There's a before, there's a during, there's an after. All the way through, because this one gives you the follow through, so you have a point of instruction to follow. It makes things easier to follow because you have a before, during, and after. Now, if you look at it in life, obviously now all of a sudden, because I'm sure pretty much if everybody just practices the clock system, just following through, you have a plan. If I just go 1, 11, the follow, I'll go from 1 and I give it up. Who knows where this goes? But if I say I'm going from 1, a start point, and an end point, you see a perfect, clean line. A perfect 11 through 5 doesn't just go this way, because if I went that way, 11, and it went to 3 o'clock, instead of 11 to 5. So by following through from before, during, and after, you're able to trace your steps. You're able to truly follow the lines. How does this, pretty much apply in life? Make a plan for what you want to be, what you want to see, and make it sure, like from 5 years from today, this is the plan that I want to do. This is where I want to be. Because you want to be able to say in 5 years, this is the life I chose. Now, whether it turned out the way you wanted it to or not, at least you chose that. There's no one to blame but yourself. You chose that path. And when you say you chose that path, if it made me happy, I'm proud of that. If it did not turn out the way I did, then I can choose for the next plan not to follow and repeat the steps, because I will take responsibility for that plan. Simple things like that. Does it have to be a 5-year plan? It's always good to have something from big and then everyday small plans. But you have to list it. You have to know it. Getting plans could be as easy as learning from other people who've succeeded in what they're doing and follow the pattern. The clock system is a known thing. So I chose to follow something that I know is a known. So it's easier for me to gauge where I'm at. Learn from those that you want to emulate. Learn from those who are successful, but create your plan and know that, within these plans, I have a guideline, but they can always change as you go along. But always have a before, during, and after plan. Just like the clock system, 1 through 5, 11 through 7, 3 to 9. I can go reverse everything else, and within those numbers, I can always change. But if you can see how I'm doing it with the patterns of combat, same thing in life. You would have a start, during, and after. Doug Marcaida here. Now, this will wake me up and get me clear in my thoughts. More awake now. Have a good day, guys.